Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Let's Talk Politics. In this video, I'm going to be doing my 2022 Governor Gubernatorial election race. So first, let's start off with Nevada and make our way down to Michigan. By the way, I'll not be going over the likely states. As you can see, I already filled them out. I'll just be going over the lean to tilt states. So first, let's start off with Nevada, like I just mentioned. I think Steve Sisolak will win Nevada by 4%, which is a lean margin. I just think the Republicans don't have their candidate just yet, but they could possibly in the future. I'm not saying Nevada's out of reach, but the closest Nevada will be in 2022 would probably be 2.5 at closest. So at this point, 4% lean margin for Steve Sisolak. The Democrats should feel pretty good in Nevada, but it is not out of reach. But like I said, the most Republicans would get in Nevada would be 2.5%. So not good for Republicans. So like I said, Democrats should be really comfortable in Nevada, but not too comfortable. The Republican Party just need their candidate, a better candidate in Nevada. Steve Sisolak is also going up for re-election as well, so they should feel comfortable. Now, in Iowa, I think for Iowa, Kim is not the best candidate for the Republican Party. She narrowly won last time in 2018, and Iowa is a likely state for the Republican Party while she barely won. So she's not the strongest candidate. So I'm not going too high for Kim, but I do think she will get 6% because Iowa has changed in the governor for governor. So yeah, I think Iowa will be 6% for Kim, even though I said she's not a strong candidate. It's changed a little bit. So yeah, 6%. But like I'm not gonna put too high hopes for her. But I think she definitely will win. But she won by 3% last time in a likely state. But like I said, Iowa has changed. So I think she can win by 6%. Democrats are kind of out of reach in Iowa, but the closest they would be is probably 4%. But I have her winning it by 6%. And the Democrats, if they run someone like Rita Hart, I think he's not the best candidate, but he could possibly take down Kim, but not anymore. Just in 2018. So I think they need a new Democrat. But Kim is she's not the strongest Republican, but she is okay. But I'm not putting my hopes too high for her. So just 6% lean margin. So now in Georgia, I think Brian Kemp will win Georgia barely, winning it by 0.7%, less than 1%, which is a tilt margin. 0.7%. I think Georgia is not out of reach for anyone. I think Georgia will go down to the wire. I can see someone like Stacey Abrams or someone else winning it. It's 100% going to be close, down to the wire. I think Brian Kemp, at most, he will win it at most by 1.7%. At least Stacey Abrams might win. So I do have Brian Kemp winning it by 0.7%. In the Senate level, Georgia could very possibly go blue, but in the governors, it's just not there yet. It can be super close, but Brian Kemp will barely win it just by 0.7, which is a tilt margin. By the way, let me know down in the comments at the end of my prediction whether you guys agree or disagree with me. So now Wisconsin. I think Tony Evers is going to win Wisconsin by a little bit less than 1%. I think Wisconsin will be extremely close, maybe by 0.5%, somewhere around there. Wisconsin is going to be one of the closest for the governor's gubernatorial race out of every state. I think Tony Evers is going to win it with a tilt margin, 0.5%. I just think if Scott Walker does run again in Wisconsin, he can. It's going to be a tough race for Tony Evers, and I can see Scott Walker winning it. Don't doubt on that. I can see Scott Walker winning. I won't be surprised if he wins, but I also won't be surprised if Tony wins. So I can see both these candidates winning. It's a hard pick. I barely chose Tony. So I can see both of them winning. I think they're both strong candidates for Wisconsin. It's going to be close no matter what. 0.5 for Tony Evers. Like I said, if Scott Walker wins, I think he should run again. But if they run someone else, I understand because he lost last time. So yeah, if they do run Scott Walker, I do think Tony Evers is going to win, but still by narrow margin. So because Scott Walker and Tony Evers in 2018, Tony Evers won by less than 1%. So if they do run someone like Scott Walker, Scott Walker really won't get anywhere besides keep it close, I guess. So yeah, tilt margin for Tony Evers in Wisconsin, 0.5%. Now Michigan, the last state. Uh, I think Gretchen Whitmer, she has got blasted for her COVID-19 lockdown. She has got blasted by not only Republicans, Democrats. I mean, not Democrats. Well, yeah, some Democrats maybe, but mostly Republicans and Independents went against Gretchen Whitmer, and her approval ratings got to the lowest they ever been because of her COVID-19 lockdowns. Um, Independents started not liking her too. So I think Gretchen Whitmer is there's a lot of good for her. I think she's one of the best Democrats in Michigan, but also she is one of the worst when it comes to independence. So that's a upside for her and a downside. She's one of the worst Democrats in Michigan when it comes to independence, because like I said, even independents and not far people to one side of the party did not like Gretchen Whitmer. So she won in 2018 by I think 10%, 9% actually, and that was really good for her. That was actually a likely margin. So she was supposed to win it, but I just think her COVID-19 lockdowns will make it get closer. But still, at the end of the day, I do have Gretchen Whitmer winning it instead of 9%. I'll have her winning it by 6% lean margin. I do think it is pretty likely she's going to win it, but if it does be close, I will be surprised. But if a Republican does end up winning Michigan, I'll be extremely shocked. So, yeah, Michigan is still blue for Gretchen Whitmer, but it's just going to be closer. So, maybe a little bit, scary for Gretchen Whitmer, a little bit maybe like nail biting. But at the end of the day, no, Gretchen Whitmer still will win by 6%. Yeah, it's pretty much out of reach for the Republicans. So if they run someone like Bill, that's going to be horrible. The Republicans in Michigan should not run someone like Bill. He is extremely weak. Gretchen Whitmer is also weak, and she won by 10%, meaning you should not run someone like Bill if you're Republicans. So there you guys go. Here's my 2022 governor gubernatorial race election prediction. I have the Republicans winning by 2 states, 26 states to the Democrats' 24. And the Republicans have an advantage in the governor's race, like I mentioned earlier. So let me know down in the comments whether you agree with these states. So this is my prediction, my official prediction so far. Goodbye, everyone.